Good day everyone, I am Christy Delantar, and for today's video, I was assigned to talk about or to discuss the literary work or piece entitled I Am a Filipino by Carlos P. Romulo. I Am a Filipino by Carlos P. Romulo, to give you a short overview, it was written on August 1941. The literary piece was made into an essay form or speech. It is a literary work which focuses on the great desire of Filipinos to have their own freedom of independence. As you can see on the screen, it is the image of the entire literary piece, and all throughout his speech, Carlos mentioned and emphasized his burning desire about the freedom of his own country. A beautifully well-written piece of literary work that focuses and expresses the writer's love and devotion to his beloved country. And on the last part, he mentioned, quote, I am a Filipino, born to freedom, and I shall not rest until freedom shall have been added unto my inheritance for myself and my children and my children's children forever. End quote. Indeed, the literary piece is considered manifesto for the Filipinos' dream of freedom from the colonial rule. The type of plot used follows a linear plot, which it is in a chronological structure, and the story is told in the order it happens. From the beginning, it mentioned, quote, inheritor of a glorious past, end quote, and ascended by, quote, performing my obligation to the future, end quote. The character or characters of the poem is the writer himself, which he mentioned and narrates and expresses the love and devotion to his country. In his speech, the writer also mentioned some important heroes and names which plays an integral part of the Philippines' history, like Lapu-Lapu, Diego Silang, Daguhoy, Jose Rizal, Bonifacio in Balintawak, Gregorio del Pilar, Antonio Luna, Emilio Aguinaldo, Manuel L. Quezon. The theme of the speech focuses on the great desires of Filipino to have freedom. Romulo also emphasizes the importance of loving one's identity. The setting of the essay or speech, as mentioned earlier, it was published in August 1941 in the Philippines Herald. The essay highlights the Philippines, which it mentioned some important events and places of some heroes in the country, and emphasizes how these places marks the history of Philippines. The conflict of the essay talks about the history which we Filipinos were colonized by some invaders, and is being supported by the phrase, quote, I am a Filipino, in my blood runs the immortal seed of heroes, end quote. The essay was told and delivered in a first-person point of view, for the narrator himself uses I in describing and telling the essay to the audiences.